If you push them out, you see them further, and they also get denser when close to the camera. So it's really a sort of a hybrid, like all the options here, they are a sort of a hybrid quality and distance option. But because it's hard to actually see, so what's coming with Sim Update 9, this new window here is going to be in the dev mode for everyone available. It allows to switch trees to red so that it's super easy to see trees, basically. And it displays all the information, how the system works, what it's doing, and what tree distance you get. So here I'm doing the same thing again. So by the way, I'm in low graphic settings. So I chose low graphic setting and I moved the trees to ultra. And here you see the difference, and it's much easier to see on red. So you'll be able to do that on Sim Update 9. So now I'm switching to ultra, and and putting, like, this is really the maximum detail. So ultra plus 400, and going down on the trees low, and I'm gonna test all the different distances. So in this little debug window, you can actually see it's called a matrix. You see all the distances of trees depending on what terrain detail you have, from 25 to 400, and what tree distance option you chose. And it gives you, I mean, low is always 4.1 kilometers, but ultra varies depending on how far you get the data. So if people, for example, want to have only trees on ultra, what they need to do is put the terrain distance to 400 to get all the data, put the trees on ultra, and make everything low, right? If you want to have everything else on low, then and only the trees are going to be at the highest distance. But if you are, let's say, playing at so just on ultra, when you put the graphic setting to ultra, we put the trees on ultra, right? The trees reflect the graphic setting. So if you're already on ultra, you can't move it up. But if you're on a lower option than ultra, you can always move the trees alone up to ultra. And yeah, and this little window is really nice because people who have questions, issues, feedback to make on trees can look at this. So that's where we are now. We didn't change the way the distance option works. It's still trees, it's still low, medium, high, ultra. We added information on distance. We added the little debug window. And if people have further questions, feedback, they can just use that tool to basically send us information, and they will probably see also how the distance works, because it's latitude dependent. It depends on the vegetation type. It depends on the data that we have. It depends on all sorts of things, and it's much clearer with that tool.
That's fantastic. Yeah.